Frank Napolitano joining us, our Mortgage Minute from Mortgage Brokers Ottawa. Great to have you here on the show once again. And you know what? I didn't know about this program, and so the topic today is this Purchase Plus improvement. So it's really interesting, especially too if you're looking at buying your house and going, there are a couple little tweaks we'd like to be able to make.
Yep. Again, it's spring season and everybody's starting to think about moving, and some people want to stay in that same neighborhood. Other people are just looking for anything that's available. And you go into a house, you love the neighborhood, you love everything about the house except for maybe you don't like the kitchen, or you want to replace the kitchen, or it needs new bathrooms, or you want to finish the basement. There's many improvements you can make to a house. The Purchase Plus Improvement Program allows one to be able to buy that house, get a quote on the stuff that they want done on the house, submit it to as well as the mortgage application itself, and therefore what happens is you actually get approved for the improved value of the home, including those upgrades that you're going to do to the home. So
this is probably more valuable to you when you're actually at that purchase at that point, because if you're deciding to do it, we're going to wait off a year or so, it doesn't quite work out to the same benefit.
It doesn't. The Purchase Plus Improvement Program is meant to be used at the time of purchase. So if you buy a house with less than 20% down, 5% down, you get CMHC/default insurance. You can do the Purchase Plus Improvement Program. If you buy the house and you buy it with 5% down, and a year later you say you want to finish the basement, unfortunately you're not going to be able to reborrow unless the equity in the home has gone up substantially, because you're only eligible now to refinance your home up to 80% of the value. So if you purchased it a year before 95%, likely it's not going to be down to 80%, so you must make that decision at the time of purchase.
But how often is that the decision maker, that you want the neighborhood, you want the house, but these are key items that you can actually say, okay, this could become our dream home if we were able to do these renovations or these changes?
Well, I think it happens more often than not, because a lot of, if you're getting into that second home, let's say, the first home you're typically not too picky about the location, but once you get accustomed to that neighborhood, and if you have kids that are going to school and you want to stay in that same neighborhood, that's where a program like this really comes in handy, because when you, and whether you do it, with CMHC insurance or with conventionally, where you have a bigger down payment, you can take advantage of the Purchase Plus program, because again, the important thing though is, and sometimes it's time sensitive, because you need to go out and get the quotes and submit them along with the mortgage application to be able to get approved for it. So the other thing too is customers need to understand is that you don't get the money up front to do the work. You need to then be able to schedule the work, have it done, and then you get the funding once the work has been completed. So, but a lot of contractors out there understand that that's the way the program is run, and they'll do it that way, where they'll take a few $1,000s as a deposit, do the work, and then expect payment within 48 hours of completion.
This also probably helps people too, if you're looking at a house and then you go through the run through, and then they're like the contractor saying, you're going to need a new roof in the next couple years, or you're going to need to replace the windows, and so you can actually already foresee that and then be able to put that in.
Absolutely. Part of the home inspection process is that the home inspector will check all of those, those key elements of a home, and sometimes it's not even the cosmetic part, it's your furnace has got a year left on it. Your roof has got 2 years left on it, but again, you fell in love with the house. You want to buy that house, so at that point you can get a quote for the roof and get it added onto the mortgage, so that you don't have to worry about going through that expense a year from now.
The program is called Purchase Plus, and of course, always great to come to you guys with the questions, because
anytime,
hey, I've got this, but you have those answers. So people can find out a ton of the information as listed below at mortgagebrokersottawa.com. Frank, always a pleasure to pick your brain.
Thank you.
And probably very helpful for those that are looking to buy and sell their homes at this point in time.